Be careful how you catch that lever.
You there! Finally, no one was paying this with something wrong. And the university. I'm on my every word. Sadly, this far from home, I have such vaguely graybeard. The university. You're a scholar. You're a specialist in ancient cultures. The most accomplished in all Palestine, some have said. The vast of these tattered rags. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizened, windbag, vested by the very steps of the paper. The answers I seek lie just beyond my feeble reach. Would you know that the kindness which raised the stairs in my stead? Climb the stairs and memorize a few inscriptions for me, assuming you know what that is. Some courteous soul is willing to have carved clues into stones dotted about the beach. The three of them, precise, one each to the north, south, and east. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time. Namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of tales of people. People quite unlike those of neighboring lands. I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly. But remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions, and you'll have no trouble finding the stones. How are those new boots treating you?
Yes. Opportunity bet. Is that blade for hire, perchance?
Figuratively, well, a caravan carried within a room and most gratuitous for one of my prairies are aggressive beasts. I don't want to sell. Though I will have it tackled, these skills is a rare thing indeed. Bring me that thing. All right. I'll hunt you with this. Of course you will. Leave Tabor through the east gate. I eagerly await your safe. Cyril. How far is the search? Well, Your Grace, my report should be with you ere long. Yes. Your tale is otherwise engaged, but my bad. And the duty of leadership fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield. I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying, bearer of the Burning Queen, charged with chronicling the motives of His Grace, Joshua Yosfield, keeper of the flame of the Phoenix, and rightful Archduke of Rosemary. I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough. We are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix, such is and has ever been our creed.
I
I
see.
see. You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it? The Phoenix is our sun, and we get the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, with him and now you. Pray accept this token. For as long as you bear members of our order will reveal that if there is nothing found. No, embrace. It's the cameraman. We'll talk about this later. Cyril seemed very...
You
You
certainly
certainly keep straight bedfellows, Joshua. Three cities in the sea. From the wheat. Let's go. Let's go.
Clive. Smoke. Is the city fallen? Be safe. free men are still holding their own then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
Gas, lanjut dulu. Belum, ntar malam ada urusan. Oke, ini sebetulnya banyak nih. Kok kayaknya ke side quest dulu kali ya. Selesain dulu salah satu nih, boleh ya. Nah ini kita malam mungkin kalau nggak capek lanjut online sih. Takut nanggung ya. Bener juga sih. Oke, kita coba. Cuman ada yang kekunci nih kayaknya gara-gara udah lanjut story ya tadi. Nggak apa-apa. Yang ada dulu aja sambil gua coba save. Sekarang jauh juga tuh ada di dalam. Tengah 3 nggak bisa ya. Oke, ini kalau di luar ya. Biasanya kalau tengah malam ya nggak akan lama juga sih mainnya. Oke, dia ada di sebelah kiri ya. Wih, banyak hewan loh. Gila, petirnya sampai habis saudaranya. Buset, begadang ya. Boleh. Kayaknya ntar lanjut lagi tengah malam. Siap.
He said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Should be easy enough to spot.
Blue.
Seems to be our way. Let's get this over with. diamonds, never.
No, I just
Now I just need to find the herbs.
bright
Bright yellow with a heady scent.
I
I think that's everything Molly needs to show us about the recipe. Better head back.
Taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
You know what you have to do. Clive, I fear that I must bid you farewell. As you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. We must strike now. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally, I trust you, as I trusted your predecessor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I
I appreciate the sentiment, and I understand more than anyone how you feel. Is revenge really the answer? It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for since that day. But what of Lost Wing? Everything you've built. I built Lost Wing to achieve the same. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, come what may. But there are those among us who cannot fight. Children. The elderly. Bearers afflicted by the curse. I would place Lost Wing in their hands, if I thought it would do them any good. But a village, home only to the frail and the infirm, is not likely to stay a safe haven for long. And so, Clive, I find myself coming to you once more. Will you take them to your hideaway, that they might live even should Lost Wing die?
I
I will. Thank you.
I will
I will not, the people I speak of have withdrawn to Ghost
Understood.
Spend the last of my preparations, and may Grieger guide.
Seems the hideaway has lost its appetite. So, did you have
I did.
And what precisely will I be cooking up?
That Guardian River.
Why is it grey then? Lesopa's grand old chef. And here we have it. Fried Mortress of Skyburn. Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption. Well, I say offered. He is good as begged.
And rightly so. Is there any higher honour than partaking in a slice of culinary history?
So, no.
The crackle of the crust gives way to an almost violent richness. Yet, it is a tour de force, a force of nature even. I think he likes it.
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking. I reckon he might be right.
Decent. It's remarkable. And I defy any man to say a word to the contrary. Sid, might I suggest that you command the party of your finest citizens?
Well, did you solve the mystery?
It was as you thought. The children haven't escaped. They dismantled them to see how they work.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. It might even have been her, although I was the one who ended up teaching a lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how this. I shall see that the children are proper.
Please, there's no need. And it seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She have them following her footsteps.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events.
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new... To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever...
Which explains her... She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the...
Oh, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure...
Seems the hideaway is lost.
Lady Karen,
Not nearly as...
you're doing good trade then.
What exact... Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care. But here you are today, raking me...
Just... all right.
Oh, are you? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my...
All I know is that someone in Dalamil has been...
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocence, do you? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the but that woman is no more. And you'd know that.
You're right, Lady Karen. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
No. I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old...
Of course.
Still alive, are you? Thought you knew better than to put stock... Coin purse weighing you down? Finished, are you?
What do you want?
Anything else?
I spoke with the lady that the rumors were unfounded, along with some other things. That while it sounds like she may have done things...
Oh, I knew Nan wasn't caught up. But why would people say she was?
No, but people do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
Well, I'm going to find out. That trader, he said they were all talking about her in Dalamil. So that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right. Well, that's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clark?
Sounds like thunder.
You're late. We're starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come.
Is that who I think it is?
Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Midadol, but everyone calls me Mid.
Selang-seling kita.
My boy.
Uncle Byron.
It's really you. I never thought I'd see the day.
So these Akashic are being controlled?
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in the city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the Horde arrived. Some in the merchants' district to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into two parties. I will make for the merchants' district, while you look to those across the river. Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood. And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship, the mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
You too.
All right, Torgal. Let's find those survivors. They don't stand a chance against those things. They're wearing That sounded big. Joshua and Jill must be busy.
This one. Over here. All yours, Thompson. This one. Over here. This one.
This is the Agora, where the city's leaders gather. There may still be survivors inside. he want? All yours, Torgal. Over here! Over here!
You've caused quite the commotion. But then I would expect no less from you, Muthos.
You again. I don't believe we've been introduced. You were in my family's crypt. And now you're here. With an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rossfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
What?
And they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have been very much looking forward to this. Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled. I am Sleipnir of House Harvard, and you will yield. Or not.
As long as you don't hold back.
You will forgive me if my performance seems uninspired. It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame?
What now?
A gift from my liege lord's armory. Gungnir. Watch closely, Muthos. Yes! Yes! Attack!
This one.
One is seldom enough. Do you not agree?
Actually, I wouldn't.
Slow.
Over here!
Come on.
Go for it! Over here!
This one.
Easy peasy.
The vessel is strong. My liege.
Clive!
You're all right.
As are you, I see.
We are, yes.
Kayaknya nih siap-siap.
We couldn't save them.
Tapi kalau bisa balik lagi, selang side quest lagi deh.
Well, you did what you could. I fear we were all too late. What's wrong?
Nothing. I hope.
Gila nih langsung push dong. Anjir, dibelah coy. Bentar gue pakai headset.
Cek 1 2 3 cek. Nah, ini nih.
Leaving so soon, Mythos?
Ini langsung nih.
It's the king. Indeed. You may kneel before Barnabas Thar.
Jangan-jangan 2 stage lagi nih.
Warden of Ash. And King of Walud. Get back.
Kita lihat ini udah baru 1 jam kurang ya. Bisa lah nih selesai sebelum jam 11. Wah, human form dulu ya. Wah, gua nggak pede sini. Kita lihat ya. Bisa berhasilkah? First try. Anjir. Oh iya. Pertemuan awal dulu lah ya.
Wild and impetuous. I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. Yet I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential.
Ah, gila.
Stop calling me Mythos. But Mythos is everything.
Anjir itu bener-bener deket leher.
The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing.
Tipikal MC isekai gitu ya. Dia punya kekuatan yang nggak disadarin.
No, Your Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people. And nothing is going to stand in my way.
Gila sih ini visual keren.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer. One that must be excised.
Gungnir. Anjir, Black Blade. Ini yang gue incer nih. Wis. Wah. Kalah lo kayaknya. Dia belum berubah jadi apa tuh. Wih. Gila. Kayak si Bleach ya, si Ichigo.
You are as weak as all the rest.
Gila berdarah loh, bener-bener berdarah loh. Parah. Jangan, aduh. Yah, mati loh. Wah, mati loh. Ah. Yah, elah. I don't feeling great.
This way! Hurry!
Bad feeling gue nih.
Power beyond reckoning, and they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
Gila. Ah! Aduh. Wah. Ya, kasihan banget sih Sivanya.
The phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty's belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we were up to, they'd all want a piece. All right?
And how is he? Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here. We would have lost him if it were not for you.
Bener juga sih.
No. Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body.
Gila.
But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew?
Apa sih sinew? Saraf ya? Sinew.
Allow me, your lordship. Don't know what I was thinking, putting you to the trouble like that.
'Tis no trouble carrying comestibles to my ailing nephew.
I know, but you've already done so much for us. Pouring your gil into the hideaway and now the ship. I don't want to take the piss.
Otot. Oke. Jadi kayak lumpuh gitu kali ya sementara ya.
Some gil you hardly know. Why'd you do it? You got mad or something?
I wouldn't go that far.
Clive!
You're awake, my boy. Oh.
Where's Jill?
All I want to do is help. And the world won't save itself. It was Sid. Your father, who taught me that.
Oh, bapaknya ya?
Sounds like him.
Don't you dare do that again.
What of the royalists?
Fucked off, the lot of them, along with the galleon. With the king on board, no doubt. The Iron Hair wouldn't sail without him. Clive. Jill
tuh kan.
come back.
What do you mean?
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
It's all right, Mid. Jill is fine.
The ether of her icon endures. And as long as it does, we can be certain she is alive.
Sekarat dia ya. Mudah-mudahan lah ya.
We must pursue the Black Galleon. Jill will be with the king.
Cuman nggak tahu bener nggak tuh.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere. It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
But do you have an idea?
Si Clive-nya yakin sih ya, dia masih hidup.
My dad was seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings...
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose he might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you really are mad.
Perhaps. But the world really won't save itself.
Iya. Iya, karakternya mature sekali. Wah, bener kan guys, nggak bisa kemana-mana dulu nih. Oke lah ya, jadi we must go on. Tapi make sense ya. Jadi kenapa kalau di kalau lagi di story gini lu nggak bisa ngerjain side quest atau ke tempat lain tuh make sense, ceritanya bakal ngerusak sih kalau misalnya lagi lu harus buru-buru nyelamatin orang tiba-tiba lu disuruh nolongin orang ke pasar gitu. Make sense sih kalau menurut gua. Makanya ya yang namanya side quest tuh jangan sampai Oh, kalau menurut gue bukan jeleknya nih. Jadi ini lagi yang gue bahas ya. Jadi ini bikin make sense jalur ceritanya sih. Jadi gini ya, misalnya kayak contoh nih, kita lagi di misi story ya kan. Kita lagi mau nyelamatin orang nih, buru-buru nih, mau nyelamatin lah, katakanlah mau nyelamatin sijil ya. Nah tiba-tiba lu ngerjain side quest yang side quest itu belanja ke pasar lah, nolongin anak kecil gitu kan. Ya jadi ngerusak ini loh, ngerusak temponya kalau menurut gua. Jadi emang ini tuh dibikin biar ketika kita lagi fokus misi story ya udah fokus gitu loh. Masalah side quest bisa nanti, iya kan? Dunia memerlukan lu gitu. Lu kenapa harus ke pasar atau main Chocobo gitu kan? Ya, make sense. Makanya hati-hati kalau misalnya lagi misi utama gitu ya, siapin lah backupan save lah ya. Jaga-jaga takutnya ternyata side questnya itu nggak bisa dikerjain lagi. Tapi gue belum lihat list trofi sih. Iya betul, kalau itu masih bisa ya oke lah. Tapi ini kayaknya nggak bisa nih kalau lagi story gitu. Makanya tadi gue nyiapin dua ini kan, nyiapin dua savean. Soalnya gue tadi sempat baca tuh artikelnya juga bilang kayak gitu. Kenapa dia lebih fokus? Kalau kita lagi story tuh kadang nggak bisa kemana-mana. Ya itulah salah satu alasan. Supaya tempo ceritanya tetap terjaga gitu. Jadi lagi seru tuh lah, seru ya kan. Nah, baru misi gini, search. Lewat mana nih? Coba ya kita lihat, bisa nggak pergi-pergi? Oh, ternyata bisa guys. Oke deh, mantap. Oh, jadi mungkin tadi karena cutscene lah kayak, jadi harus apa namanya langsung ngerjain ya, langsung cutscene dulu gitu kan. Oke, jadi kayaknya mendingan kita kerjain side quest dulu kali ya. Di sisa waktu sekitar 1 jam lagi. Ini banyak juga nih, ngeganggu banget ya. Di samping kanan nih banyak yang isi-misinya gitu. Tapi ada yang kekunci lah gitu. Kayaknya harus kelarin dulu deh story-nya ya. Tapi nggak apa-apa ya, kita coba aja. Yang bisa aja dulu. Itu di nomor... Oke, kita kesini deh. North Edge nomor 2. Tapi kalau lock kenapa bisa? Nggak bisa berarti kan? Kalau yang nomor 3 apa tuh? Nomor 3 tuh mana? Oh ini. Nah, nggak apa-apa ya, kita kerjain dulu aja. Karena kayaknya gue perlu agak grinding lagi nih. Kayaknya bakal level tinggi lawan si... Siapa namanya? Lawan si Barnabas ini ya guys ya. Mungkin gue sekarang di level berapa tuh? Di level mana sih level? Level 37. Nah, mungkin 40 kali ya. Oh, amannya gitu. Mungkin ya, mungkin. Rutherford mana tuh? Oke lah, kita ngomong dulu nih ke Martha, dia mau ngasih misi.
Ah, Clive. Just the man I was hoping to
Oh?
Remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after... Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay, but we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. I'd build 'em a new barracks here, but where would I put 'em? There just ain't enough room up here on the rock. Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
I see.
And it isn't just that lot. There's bears to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, but there's only so many we can shelter. We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and that's what I was hoping you might help me.
It's no burden.
Okay.
Thank you, Clive.
So, where were you thinking of making this new home?
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse than Eastpool.
Eastpool. It's been a long time since I thought about that place.
It was a tragedy, what happened. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have. But what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to...
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon there's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den. And they don't seem like nasty bastards they are too. I've lost some good men to their raid. Would have sent someone to clear 'em out sooner, if my boys didn't already have their hands. But now we've got a few more guardians of the flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our move.
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have...
And I know. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade, and I dare say he's got some ideas.
Of course.
Oke. Kita ada quest baru ya. Oke, sebelum itu mungkin gue mau AFK dulu ya. Nanti kita pause, kita break sebentar. Oke. Stay tuned. Oke guys, kita lanjutkan lagi. Ya, mungkin setengah jam lagi lah ya. Gue akan lanjutin untuk beberapa side quest. Malam ini ada urusan ya. Ada urusan mendadak, harus keluar ya kan. Soalnya kita akan lanjut lagi di, kalau gue masih nggak capek mungkin lanjut, tapi kalau nggak ya paling besok ya. Kayaknya bakal panjang soalnya lawan si Odin ya. Jadi butuh persiapan yang agak lebih deh.
Chief steward of your lord uncle's estate.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
Paling nggak sampai level 39 atau 40 kali ya. Baru kita bakal progress lagi. Mudah-mudahan kuat.
I am here at Martha's Rest at the behest of your lord uncle. Tasked with learning
banyak juga sih kayak katanya ada tuh monster yang level 50-an gitu loh. Kalau menang tuh langsung level 40-an tuh. Boleh juga tuh, ntar gue coba deh.
The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos. Your lord uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
That sounds like quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of...
Alas.
I have lost contact with two of them. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times even that may not prove sufficient.
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic, the other the old imperial capital of Oriflamme.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down. I suppose...
Thank you, my lord. I shall pray for your success.
Oke. Sini udah nggak ada lagi. Dia di depan ya, berarti ya. Ada di luar ya, kita keluar dulu kayaknya.
So Wade, it's good to see you well.
And you, Lord Rossfield.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool and make it your own.
That's right. Though it was mostly her. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us, not to mention each other. And then there are the bearers, men and women who found the courage to flee their masters and sought refuge here. We need somewhere to settle them, and I can think of worse places than Eastpool.
As can I. Which is why I agreed to help you win it back.
That's very kind of you. I'd be most grateful if you would. With you beside us, we shall soon send that rabble of rogues running for the hills.
So, what can you tell me?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our last count. And rather less, thankfully. The road that leads there will more than likely still be crawling with Akashic. A small force would suffice to clear the village. But if the Akashic were to follow them in, That force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place indeed.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandits. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who come too close. Make sure I'm not taken unawares.
I can't ask you to bear all that.
The Akashic are the bigger risk.
Well, if you're sure, I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord. You go on ahead. We'll be...
All right.
We shall see you there. And may...
Oke, di sini habis ya. Oh, ada di atas. Enak nih, cepat kalau mau fast travel. Ada yang game yang sama sekali nggak ada loadingnya tuh, Spider-Man ya.
You will leave Eastpool now, or face the consequences.
Over here! Throw to him! Get him! Throw to him!
That's the end of that, then. Or maybe not. What's that thing doing here? Doesn't matter. It goes too. Nice try.
This one. Over here. Get him. Get him. Farewell.
Any more surprises? I'll take that as a no.
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching. I thought you were keeping an eye out for Akashic.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away, before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it with me, my lord.
Home. Without masters.
No. We're the masters now.
That's all of them. And not a single account. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding. It won't be easy. Especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit of elbow grease, but we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Ya, bentar lagi sih.
Of course.
Mau ketemu teman, janji.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more, you have only to send a Stolas.
Kayaknya kalau dikejar juga banyak sih. Iya, panjang soalnya.
Eastpool is in safe hands.
1 atau 2 quest lagi palingnya. Oke, ini abilities masih 900. Explore sudah tunggu. Di explore sudah. Oh, ada yang baru lagi nih. Oke, kita ke Martha dulu. Iya, bener. Kayaknya paling malam nggak lanjut ya. Jadi lanjutnya mungkin pagi atau siang, biar malamnya tuh bisa lawan dia ya kan, malam minggu tuh pas.
Ah, there you are. Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bandits while his lot kept an eye out. And what's all this about some shape-shifting nightmare show? On second thoughts, don't tell me. It'll only give me nightmares of my own. What matters is you did it, and now we can build our new village.
I suppose it will be.
What else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it better. There's plenty bad happened to that place, but that don't undo the good that happened there. No need to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along those lines. Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it, neither is mine. If it's food or lumber or strong backs they need, the rest is ready to provide it.
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you.
I wanted to.
Oke. Satu kelar. Kita coba lagi. Mungkin satu lagi lah ya. Satu quest lagi kita coba. Yang deket-deket aja nih. Oh, ini malah. Oh, bisa tuh langsung payback. Nah. Makasih aja nih.
We weren't expecting you.
I wasn't expecting, but it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of coin for your help in our rebuilding efforts. And though I doubt it's what you were expecting, we were hoping you'd take.
Oh, yang bayar utang ya si siapa anak buahnya Otto itu?
A star, Ruby. I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buy.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest?
Anjay.
If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected a bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again.
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason the hideaway's still standing.
Same as all. Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander, probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, Sid may have been the face of the hideaway. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement. And rallied the rest of... I reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw in you. And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither. That, and you keep good company.
I suppose I do.
Setia dia sama si Clive. Deliver start the Isabel di mana nih? Oh ini ya. Oh iya nih. Iya, karena kan mungkin dia udah dari awal gitu ngawal si. Iya. Udah dari kecil lah istilahnya dia ya, dari kecil si Clive gitu udah ngikutin. Kan kalau ingat pas di demo kan latihannya sama dia tuh kalau nggak salah. Awal-awal ada misi yang ke Goblin itu sama si Wade. Oke, kita bayar utang dulu nih guys. Utang Highway nih parah nih, banyak nih.
Milady.
Cakep juga nih NPC-nya ya.
Gifts? Oh my. Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
Otto asked me to give it to you, to settle the Hideaway's debt with the Veil, and to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clark. I thought you might finally be warming to me.
Ara-ara.
Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing, nor does the Hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
Oh, bahaya,
you once told me
teman-teman.
Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto.
Side
for all of us.
Karakternya tuh saling ngebantu gitu ya.
It is rather fetching, isn't it? Very well. Otto is lucky to have you. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the Hideaway are the
Otto had a son.
Long ago. Yes. Sid
Shit.
told me
Oh, kirain gua
lost
Sid
him
yang
when he was
punya
just a
anak
boy,
cowok.
and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows, an ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
Go will want to know the stones we delivered.
Balik nih.
If he's still with us.
Oke, kita ke Hideaway lagi. Ya, ngasih tahu nih, utang lo udah lunas nih, gitu kan. Sekalian ternyata misinya di situ tuh. Ya, nggak apa-apa lah. Kalau misi utama mungkin kita lanjut besok ya, guys ya. Biar nanti fokus, nggak terpotong-potong ya.
Cole said it was an army of a cash.
How are we supposed to do our
Banyak activity banyak loh sebetulnya di sini. Side quest, hunting.
Still alive, I see.
Terus ada challenge juga, bisa replay stage mission, banyak lah. Makanya completionist bisa 70 sampai 80
She was
jam.
just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever.
Oh, wonderful.
Utang, jadi dia tuh punya utang sama orang 5 juta gil. Nggak dibayar apa gimana tuh tadi ceritanya. Terus udah ngasih diganti sama Star Ruby. Tapi orang-orangnya pada nggak mau. Ya udah gue ikhlas gitu kan kayak tadi. Sama nih si Karen juga nih nggak mau dibayar. Jangan-jangan buat kita lagi. Terus kaya dong.
Lady Karen, Goad tells me you weren't happy with our offer. Would you prefer the debt was repaid?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you lot me hard
apa tuh?
deal. I may have tossed a talent or two in the Hideaway's coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Oh, donation.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another. And our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you? Fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or not.
Oh, dikasih. Oh, dikasih 2 dong. Star Ruby.
Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby.
Potion, high potion berapa banyak? So far sih sampai sekarang gue masih belum nambah jumlah ya. Jadi potion masih 4, high potion kalau nggak salah 3 ya. Nggak tahu caranya bisa apa enggak, tapi yang jelas kemarin ada side quest yang bisa nambahin efisiensinya, jadi bisa lebih banyak. Baru itu sih, ada side quest yang di Hideaway yang di botanis kalau nggak salah.
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
Oke. Kelar nih utangnya dia nih.
I hear you ended up delivering all thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which, I still
belum dibayar gajinya.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Keep your eyes behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those legends. Right away.
Kocak deh.
I've seen that before.
Yeah. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy sod couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about
Gelasnya
him.
si Sid.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
Kagak, tetap sama. Jumlahnya sama, cuma nambah efisiensi aja. Itu juga kayaknya nggak terlalu banyak nih.
20 summers, give or take. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship, which is where I met him. He bought passage to, forget where. And having nothing better to do on the long nights, we set up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that.
Udah, bentar.
On account of making a fine maid.
Oke guys, sampai sini dulu ya. Kita sudah ready ya, mau keluar sebentar. Nanti akan kita lanjutkan di besok. Dadah. Atas satu cutscene lagi.
The magic woke inside my son soon after his first nut, and there was no hiding his neck.
Couldn't you and your family have?
My family wanted the monster. I couldn't turn my back on him, and I couldn't for the life of me understand. Luckily,
awas kak.
Sid was at this. It was him who stood beside me when.
Awas kak.
Or him who cried for me when I had no tick. Him who swore, and he was true to his word too. Threw away everything he had. I knew then.
Apa? Ya iya, urat takutnya. Lah kok lama? Anjir. Taruh Mi, tangguh. Malah flashback anjir.
He was always too clever for his own good. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown.
Emang udah nyampe bisnya?
And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me, just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
Hmm? What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone. I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
My men and I lost an entire day avoiding...